I studied the bacterial metabolism of glucosinolates in Dr. Michael Miller's lab. So glucosinolates are a secondary plant metabolite, and they are not really bioactive particularly, but their metabolites can be, such as isothiocyanates or ITCs. And ITCs, so glucosinolates can be rich in things like broccoli and kale, and ITCs are the beneficial metabolite from like consuming those vegetables. So the idea was if you're eating these vegetables rich in these glucosinolates and you have bacteria on the surface of these vegetables that can metabolize them, you're potentially consuming that bacteria and impacting your gut microbiome, and that can impact whether you reap the benefits of these ITCs or not. So we cultivated a lot of bacteria. So we got these bacteria from samples of kale and like lettuce as a control. We processed it with a buffer, and then we put it in we incubated them in media and anaerobic settings, so without oxygen, because they grow better without oxygen. And then from there, we would test the enzymatic activity of the different metabolites that could be metabolized. We found that thioglucosidase and sulfatase in 8 of the strains tested positive. So that meant that these other pathways were being utilized. Well, my mentor's name was Joshua, and she had been in another lab previously for her when she was getting her master's. And she would talk about her experience in that other lab and her experience in Dr. Miller's lab so far. So kind of see how different research labs can have different cultures. And definitely on the technique level, she was very helpful. Like when you're dealing with bacteria, okay, so you can put it on liquid media, and then to grow it and test it for that enzymatic activity, you have to plate it on an auger. And you have to be careful with that auger. You have to pour it just right. You can't crack it. And then when you're picking colonies, you have to be very careful to pick up just one colony and not to try not to pierce the auger, So yeah. She was very helpful in all those things. PRECS definitely had an impact on my journey going forward. I already knew that I wanted to go the MD PhD route, but I didn't really know what the PhD, working in a research lab, I didn't know what that would look like. But now I have a better idea of what it would look like, what I need to do for the rest of my undergrad to better prepare me for grad school. It just reinforced and showed me doors that I didn't know existed. I feel very lucky to be in this program. As a local, I do avoid campus because it's very busy. So this is the first time I've really been on campus this much. So it was really cool just seeing, you could feel the history behind everything. Yeah. Apply, go ahead and apply. It doesn't hurt to apply. I thought that I wasn't gonna get it. And when I got the letter, I thought, oh, this is pretty quick for a rejection letter. It was not a rejection letter. Go ahead and apply. You never know. You're gonna face rejection in life sometimes, and that's okay, but don't let that stop you from trying. This has just been overall a really great experience, really reinforcing for the journey that I want to take, and has opened doors, has shown me doors. It's been really great.